So where I'm headed today is a place I haven't been to before. Well, I've been there before because it's on the slopes of Mount Wellington. They're called Newtown Falls. We follow Augusta Road / Ballina Valley Road right to its very end. We jump onto a couple of fire trails and then we turn off onto what they call the Ballina Valley Track. Now, it all started pretty easy. Things are getting a little bit more difficult now. It's starting a bit more steep in ascent. There's typical all throughout Tasmania on any hike you do. There's lots of moss-covered rocks and tree stumps to navigate your way through. I'm assuming with all of the rain that we've had recently, it's probably going to get a little bit more muddy and boggy further up. I'm hoping to take some great photos of the falls when we get there. So we'll leave it there for the moment. Tune back in a little bit later. Alright, so we come to a little junction with, well, here. You can take the old Habartian track. It's 2 hours one way to the chalet. Where I'm headed is down here to Newtown Falls. I say 25 minutes one way, but it was meant to have taken me 35 minutes to get to here, and it's taken about 15. So I never really take much notice of the suggested times. I gather there if you're dawdling along a bit, but we're swinging left now, and actually really starting to head up the slopes of Wellington. One of the beautiful things about Mount Wellington is just that maze of fire trails, walking tracks, mountain biking tracks that just interweave all over the whole mountain. Today up here, the weather can't quite decide what it wants to do, but it's a bit cool, or whether it's warm, but it's absolutely lovely day. But do pack for every condition. So every Hobart person knows things can change up here on the mountain in an instant. So I've come to this little fork in the road just here. I'm not quite sure which way I'm meant to go because there is no signpost at this one. It looks like a pretty well-worn track, and I've got lots of time up my sleeves. So we're going to head down here, see what happens. When we come back up, we're going to go on the other one as well. I've been going about 100 metres now. I think what it might be is the first little cascade of the falls. I've got to duck down under these rocks I'm going through at the moment, so it's probably making me echo a little bit. But yeah, as I thought, I'll come out down in the creek. Doesn't really look like the main waterfall. Oh, hang on. What's around the corner here? I still don't think they're the main waterfalls, but they are. Very, very pretty. Lovely little thing. Well, I might stop and get some photos of that. Well, what we've actually done is come down right underneath what I believe are the Lenna Valley Falls, not Lenna Valley Falls, Newtown Falls. Underneath, I can't quite get this on the camera from here. We're trying for you. So we'll have to do a little bit of climbing and do this all one-handed. But there, what I'm hoping to get up to and have a look at next. Actually, it's really quite impressive. Quite glad I came here today. Alright, let's get up the top and have a look up there. And then at the end we'll take a few photos and things. Might have to turn the camera off for a while. Alright. There we go. Have a look at that. Just lovely. I reckon in summer and nice warm weather, that'd be a lovely place just to throw your head underneath after a solid hike. So I've done a little bit of rock climbing, and I managed to get myself up onto this level here where I get a full view of the whole, well, the second and third tier, I say you should call them. It is, as I said before, really quite lovely. Yeah. There we go. Alright, well we'll go and tackle this other track. One thing I love about the hikes, everywhere you go, someone has managed to, as I was saying, they've managed to build one of these. Oh, rock tower. There it is. Where I managed to get to here now, guys, is I'm literally virtually underneath the falls. That's really lovely, quite peaceful. As you can see, look at the blue sky in Hobart today. Absolute cracker of a day. Alright, more to come later. We'll see if we can get to the top of this thing. So as I'm doing this with my Samsung phone, although it is pretty advanced in the pro mode and I've got some great pictures of waterfalls with it, I don't think today there's any chance of like getting some blur motion with the water. It's just far too bright. But as I said, it is a lovely day. Lovely. You can sit here for hours. A good place to bring yourself a little picnic lunch. Get away from the world. So we'll call these the falls that just keep on keeping on. I've come to some more tears in it. These just keep going. This turned out to be one of my favourite days on Mount Wellington. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to keep going up the track, see if there's any more, but I think that's about it. And as you can see, we've got the token tree stump in the middle of the waterfall. Gotta love them. Well, I really have made it nearly to the top now. Well, what I think it is. This is about the 5th tier. I'm right on the edge of it, up where the old token tree stump is. Down there she goes. It just keeps going down and down and down. This really is just such an impressive waterfall. I'm a bit upset with myself that I haven't found this before. Lovely, lovely stuff. Alright, onwards and upwards. Oh well, I was wrong again. There's another tier, and from what I can see, up there further, as you can see up in the distance, there's even more tiers. There must be about 7 or 8 of them on this one waterfall. I said it just a little while ago, but I'm just so impressed by these falls. Here we go, up a little higher. I'm not sure whether you can see behind me there then, but there's even more of this wonderful, wonderful waterfall. We're going to head up to that end bit there, see what comes of it, and then we might call it quits for today and start heading back down. Get fully lost. Around here, stairways to heaven I might call this. Alright, so I was wrong. I've made it to the top now. Got myself back onto a fire trail after clambering about 150, 200 metres up 7, 8, maybe even 9 tiers of what they call Newtown Falls. There's a few more up this way, but I think that's just a little creek. I'm going to turn around and head home now. Back down, I think I'm back on the track after doing some bush bashing for a good 45 minutes an hour, right up each and every one of those single tiers on the Newtown Falls. It's been one of the best days out exploring Mount Wellington, Kunani, whatever you like to call it. It's a great place though. So we're getting near the end of today's hike then. Here's another little creek, it's just down near the start. It's one I wouldn't mind clambering up these rocks, actually see where they lead one day. But today, so far, it's just been a wonderful, wonderful day. Really, really, really happy with the day. We're getting down near the end of, back down to Lena Valley Park, and the end of the track. So we'll turn in down there and then we'll sign off. So we've made it to the end of today's little adventure. Newtown Falls. Not quite sure why they don't get the recognition of the other falls on Mount Wellington. So far, they've been my favourite. And I've really, really, as I've stated numerous times today, you're probably sick of me saying it, but I've just had a fabulous time. Absolutely fabulous. Thanks for watching.